in and out through your nose. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling today in the body. Notice how you're feeling in the mind. Is it busy and fast in there, or are you relatively calm and slow? And how is it that you're feeling in the heart? Connecting again to your intention, nourishing the seed that we're planting for this cycle ahead. Join your hands together in prayer, and we'll nourish the seed, beginning the ritual of our practice with the sacred sound of Om 3 times. So please feel welcome to join me. Take a nice deep breath in, awareness between the two eyebrows. Bow to your heart. Gently release the hands and softly opening the eyes. Let's take our right foot forward, please. You might like to release the cushion. We're going to begin by opening up through the earth of our body, the legs and the hips. Interlace the hands behind the belly of the thigh. Roll the shoulders back, lean back. Inhale, send your heel all the way to the sky. And exhale to gently release. So again, connecting our movements with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Use the whole of the breath to come into the full expression, and exhale, release. Nice, slow, flowing movements with the breath. Inhale. Activate the four corners of the feet. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, stay lifted. Walk your hands up the shin or maybe to the arch of the foot. Elbows wide, lengthen the heart. Draw the leg back, close your eyes, and take 3 beautiful breaths into the back of your legs, please. You're always welcome to let it out through a sigh. Each exhale is a beautiful softening. A twist. Left hand to the pinky edge of the toe. Right arm extends behind us. Root down through the tailbone. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown the head. And as you exhale, twist the rib cage. Pressing out through the foot, the fingers. Gazes to the back hand. Inhale, turn the head and gaze forward. Soft bend in the knee. Bring the arch of the foot into the arch of the elbow. Hug around your little leg baby here. Lift your heel. Hug the foot and spread the toes and gently rock your hip open side to side. Come back to center. Make sure that your heart is lifted. Lift your foot again. Hug the foot in. Close your eyes and breathe love and space into your hip. Gently release the right hand. The foot gently lowers into the left hand, and we come either into a half lotus or just bring your right foot in front of your left. Flesh away from the sit bones, fingertips in front. Open your heart. Inhale and exhale. Gently fold forward. Keep your sit bones rooted and gently sway side to side, awakening through the hips, the spine. As you inhale, slowly walk yourself back to an upright. Hands come behind and release the left foot forward. So maybe you're already feeling a difference side to side. Interlace the hands behind belly of the thigh. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Wow, we got some exciting wind happening here. It's been beautiful tropical rain helping us to relinquish the drought that we're in. Gently reach the heel up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower. Work with the breath. Inhale, sends the heel all the way to the sky. Awaken the foot. And exhale, release. 2 more with the breath, please. If it pleases you to close the eyes to help you go in, of course, welcome that. Last one. Inhale. This time we stay lifted, walking the hand to the shin or to the arch of the foot. Keep the spine nice and long as the elbows. Draw your leg back. Close your eyes. Breathe love and space into the back of your leg, the earth of our body, these beautiful limbs that carry us across the earth. Always welcome to let it out with a sigh. Coming into our twist, right hand to the pinky toe side. Left arm extends behind, root down, grow tall, and exhale. Twist from the rib cage, the gaze to the back hand. Keep extending out through the hand and the foot here. Just enjoy this opening, detoxifying twist pose. Head and gaze turn forward, gently release, bend the knee, and take the foot to the arch of the elbow, hugging around, cradling your leg, baby. Interlace the fingers and rock your hip side to side. Keep lifting from the heart. Let's come to the center now. Lift the heel, draw the foot and spread the toes. Close your eyes and send love and space to that beautiful hip of yours. So this is a beautiful sequence from the incredible teacher Donna Farhi called Grow Your Lotus. So if you're working on your meditation posture, Padmasana, this is a beautiful sequence to open the hips. Gently release the foot into right hand. Left hand can help you on the earth. And either come into a half lotus or bring that left foot forward. Flesh away from the sit bones. Fingertips in front of you. Draw the shoulders back to lengthen. And exhale, slowly begin your journey to the earth. Swaying side to side. And slowly make your way back to an upright. Hands come behind, lean back, and come to a butterfly. Bring the feet to touch. Flesh away from your sit bones. Hands to the outer ankles. Lean back to lift the heart. And as you exhale, elbows press the knee open. Heart dives forward. Imagine that I've given you a rose and put it in between your feet. See if you can give it a nice smell. Hopefully it smells beautiful. Just feel those hips peeling open. The more you push your feet in towards each other, the more the knees soften open. The next inhale, lift all the way back up. Hands by your side, crisscross the feet, and let's come on to all fours. So rolling over, spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes. As you inhale, arch the spine, look up, the gaze is up. Draw your shoulder blades down the back. As you exhale, downward facing dog, tuck the toes, press the belly towards the thigh, lift the hips, send the heels back towards the earth. Make sure that your feet are hips distance wide. Your fingers are spread wide. Beautiful. Come high onto the toes. Release your knees to the ground. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Gaze is up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press the hips to the sky, lengthen the spine, thighs press towards the back of the earth, the back of the room. Inhale, arch, look up. Chin to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more with our own breath rhythm. Inhale. Finding your rhythm. Last one. All meeting in a downward facing dog, taking a moment to dance our dog Using the template of the hands and feet to explore any organic movement to create space in the body. This beautiful temple of ours. Come high onto the toes, soft bend in the knees, press the belly to the thigh to lengthen the spine, look up between the hands, make sure they're spread wide, step or float to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Nod the head, yes, no, maybe so. Shaking it all out. Now look towards your feet. Make sure the inner arch of your foot is nice and lifted. So press down through the ball of the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. And then roll onto the pinky toe edge. Let the feet open toward each other. Grab the elbows. So the feet are smiling at each other. Opening through the outer edge of the shins here. And gently release the feet to the earth. Release the hands. Soft bend in the knee. Pour all the energy down through your roots as you slowly round up. The gaze is up. Head comes last. Arms sweep up. The gaze is up. And exhale, bring it into the heart. Here we are, standing on 2 feet. Coming into the mudra. So take your feet hips distance wide. Make sure that your foundation is solid. The inner arch is lifting, soft bend in the knees. From the hips to the ribcage, lift and lengthen, opening the shoulders down the back. So here we go for 3 rounds. Inhale, backs of hands to touch. Plant your intention at your heart. Let it grow towards the light. And exhale, release. Inhale, uprooting what no longer serves you. Connecting to your intention, letting it blossom in its own way. And we'll move on this last one. Inhale, backs of hands to touch. The seed forms, the flower grows. Open and exhale, dive the heart forward. Bring your fingertips to the earth, shin or thighs. Look up and lengthen. Draw your shoulders back. And as we exhale, high plank, step or jump back to the top of a push-up. So the shoulders are over the wrist. The kneecaps pull up, firming the legs. Hug the belly in. And gently rock back and forth, just building the strength in our core. And the stronger we are in our core, the more balanced, centered, and strong we feel. Slow and steady. Beautiful. Come back to center, lower the knees, zip the elbows in, and lower your upper body all the way. Keep your elbows in. Beautiful. Shalabhasana. Interlace the hands. As you inhale, peel the heart off the earth. Charlie's Angel. Zip the toes, zip the legs, spread the toes, pull the kneecaps up, feel the whole back side of the body expanding open. Maybe you're even smiling the face here. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, release, hands beneath the shoulders. And we come into our first child's pose of the practice. Sit on your heels. Walk the hands forward or take your hands up into prayer, the forehead resting on the earth. Hug your low belly in. As you inhale, take a nice big breath into the whole back side of your body. And as you exhale, wiggle a little bit deeper into the pose. So melt your belly between your thighs. Take 3 beautiful, cleansing, nourishing breaths here. Walk your hands forward, come up, back through all fours, tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Relax the shoulders, press the hands away from the earth, step your feet together, 1 big foot, inhale, right leg sweeps to the sky, 3-legged dog. Now keep your elbows soft, lift high onto the ball of your left foot, inhale, expand your leg open even wider, exhale, hug the knee in, lift the hips, step the foot between the hand, come onto your fingertips for a low lunge. Lift your hips a lot, draw the heart back, lift and spread your toes. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, sink into our crescent lunge. So relax the shoulder, firm the back leg, hug your right hip back, your left hip forward. Beautiful. Open your heart, inhale. Exhale, step your back foot in, lengthen your front leg, bring your hands to your hips. Pyramid pose. Hug your right hip back, open your heart, push down a lot through your feet, and as you exhale, lower halfway to a flat back. Again, hug your right hip back, lengthen through the crown of the head, and exhale, fold over that standing leg. Maybe your hands are coming to the earth here, shin to your chest, finding your breath. Keep hugging your right hip back, your left hip forward. Nourishing the back of your legs with your breath. Look up. Bend your front knee. Bring your fingertips forward, preparing standing split. Shift the weight to the front foot. Lift the back leg. Look up. So we're in a Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold, and exhale, fold. Now push up a lot through the ball of this lengthened leg. Maybe your right hand comes behind the shin. Lift and spread the toes. Maybe you're drawing your head towards the shin. Nice, guys. Plant the hands. Soft bend in the knees. Crescent lunge with control. Pushing into the feet. Open your heart. Inhale. We come into our first vinyasa of the practice. Plant the hands. Step back. Inhale, lengthen crown of head to heels. This time, zip your elbows in, lower halfway, and then all the way. Tops of the feet, root down, cobra pose. Roll the shoulders back. Push a lot through the thumb and index finger. Pull the kneecaps up. Open the heart. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Coming back through a tabletop into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Dance it out. Each downward dog is an opportunity to create space in the body. You'll often hear yoga teachers refer to downward facing dog as a resting pose, and eventually it does get to be like that. And the best way to find your way into that resting pose is by coming into good alignment. So check that your feet are hips distance. Check that your hands are spread wide. Come high into your toes. Bend your knees slightly, and then as you press your belly to your thigh, you can feel the spine lengthen. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, and then relax the backs of the legs towards the back of the room. Step the feet together. Inhale, left leg sweeps to the sky. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Soft elbows. Inhale, expand the leg. Exhale, low lunge. Hug the knee. Step the foot between a hand. Come onto your fingertips. Lift your hips a lot. Draw the shoulders back, lift and spread the toes. Taking the time to set up your foundation is going to bring you longevity to your practice. It's going to keep you in strength and integrity. Arms up, inhale. This is our crescent lunge. As you exhale, sink deep into the pose. So we want to make sure that our knee is 90 degrees. We want to make sure our back leg is nice and firm. Our left hip hugs back. Our right hip hugs forward, and our arms are alongside the ears. Root down through the feet. Inhale, open the heart. Pyramid pose. Step the back foot in. So our feet are about hips distance apart. Your back foot is turned at a 45-degree angle. This time, let's interlace the hands behind the low back. Reach that one big fist down. Open the heart. Push down through both feet a lot. Exhale, fold forward. Hug your left hip back. Lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, fold over that lengthened front leg. Maybe the arms come all the way up and over. Maybe the hands are touching the earth or on blocks. Keep hugging right hip forward, left hip back. Chin to chest. Find your breath. Preparing our standing splits. Ekapada Uttanasana. Look up. Soft bend in the front knee. Walk your fingertips forward. Inhale, look up. Lift the leg to the sky. Activate through the foot. And exhale, fold. Maybe left hand behind left shin. If you're feeling fancy, maybe both hands behind the shin. Inhale, look up. Stay activated in both feet. Low lunge with, or high lunge, pardon me, with control. Arms up to the sky. Relax the shoulders. Open the heart. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Inhale here. Lower the knees down if you need. Otherwise, high plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra. or maybe upward facing dog, just tops of the feet and the hands. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog for 5 full breaths. Remember that you're welcome to dance your dog or wiggle your child's pose. Come high onto your toes, soft bend in your knees, look up between the hands, step or float to the top of your mat, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Open your arms wide, root down the feet, lift your heart, the gaze is up, and exhale, hands in prayer. Release your hands. Take a moment to connect to how you're feeling at this stage of the practice. Your eyes can be closed. Again, softly reflecting on what are you uprooting from the past cycle? What seeds are you planting and nourishing for this cycle? How are you connecting to the earth? How are you remembering that we are not separate, that we are in fact connected? So 2 more full rounds of this flow. Inhale, backs of hands to touch. A C form, the flower opens, lean back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lengthening crown of the head and the heels. Exhale, lower down, however you want to get there. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Pull those kneecaps up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Hug the knee in, step the foot through. Fingertips, hips, heart. Lift and spread the toes. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale, sink into the pose. Little micro movements here. Dynamic stillness to create space in the body. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, preparing our pyramid pose. So this time, you can have your hands on your hips, interlace the hands, or I also like to do a reverse namaste. So if that's available to you, then give it a try. Push down through both feet. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, halfway. Nice flat back here. Push down through both feet. Hug the right hip in. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Keep pushing down through both feet. If the hands want to come to the earth, let them. Standing splits. Soft bend in the knees. Shift the weight forward. Inhale. Look up and lengthen. Push through both 4 corners of the feet. Exhale, fold. Right hand behind the shin. Left hand behind the shin. Maybe. You can always bring your hands onto blocks as well. Now, if you're feeling a little strong today and you want to give it a try, we'll do a handstand press up. Soft bend in the standing knee. Gaze is to the earth. And gently we float up, landing softly. So staying mindful to avoid jumping, just floating from core strength. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, crescent lunge with control. There we go. Firm that back leg. Now for this vinyasa, feel welcome to do a 1-legged vinyasa, floating your right leg, a 2-legged vinyasa, or come straight to a child's pose. So wherever your energy is at today, please honor that. Open the heart. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Dance it up. Whew. Yes, how are we doing out there? Step your feet together, second side. Left leg lengthens. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Stay integrated in the fingers and the toes. Lift the hips, draw the shoulders back, lift and spread the toes. Root the feet, arms up. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Relax the shoulders. Firm that back leg. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Step the back leg in. Option to have the hands to the sky, hip, interlaced, or reverse namaste. Pushing into the feet, open the heart. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Left hip hugs back, push down through both feet equally. Exhale, release. Beautiful breath in and out through the nose, please. Keep coming back to this connection. Standing splits, fingers to the earth, bend the front leg. Inhale, pushing through the backs of all four corners, and exhale, fold. Left hand behind the shin, maybe right hand behind the shin. Maybe next time you do this practice, soft bend in the knee, maybe you can float up. Have a play, but really honor where you're at today. Look up, inhale, crescent lunge with control. Again, yogi's choice, option for a one-legged, two-legged vinyasa or a break. Open the heart. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale to open the heart. And exhale, take a rest. Child's pose or downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Join me for a big, beautiful sigh wherever you are. Just feel how nourishing that is. Downward facing dog. Coming into this inverted V pose, equal weight between hands and feet. Come high on the toes, soft bend in the knees, hop, step, or float to the top of the mat, lengthening the spine, and fold. And inhale, come all the way up. Arms are up, gaze is up, and exhale, hands into prayer. Close your eyes, soft bend in the knees, release the hands, and take a moment to connect to how you're feeling at this stage in the practice. Are you feeling tired or energized? Are your thoughts wandering, or are you feeling quite present? You're going to come into one last full cycle of this flow. And what I really invite you into is to connect your breath, your awareness with the flow of your movements. If you need to modify, if you need to skip a pose, or if you want to add any embellishments, now's your chance to shine. So again, we start with the Lotus Mudra. Inhale, uproot what no longer serves. Plant the seed. Get it clear at your heart. Grow the lotus to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Maybe your hands are on your thighs or your shin. Exhale, step or jump back to the top of a push-up. Lengthening crown of head and heels. Exhale, lower down. Halfway and then all the way. Or onto the knees. Open the heart. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Right leg, inhale to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Step the foot through. Find your alignment. Root the feet, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulder. Firm the back leg. Take your arm variation. Lengthen the legs. Push through both feet. Pyramid pose. Purvottanasana. Open the heart. Parsvottanasana, pardon me. Exhale, halfway. Lengthen the spine. Hug your right hip back. Exhale, fold forward. Chin to chest. Standing splits. Soft bend in the knee. Walk the hands forward. Inhale, look up, lift the leg. And exhale, fold. Taking a balance here or just the right leg behind. Woo, falling over. Always a good sign that you're meeting your ed. Maybe you're coming into that standing splits. Handstand prep. And then inhale, look up, high lunge with control. Open your heart. Inhale, yogi's choice. One-legged vinyasa, two-legged vinyasa, or come straight to a downward facing dog, please. Second side, we've got a beautiful child's pose waiting for us on the other end. Step your feet together, lengthen left leg, open the leg, exhale, preparing our low lunge. Root the feet, arms up, inhale. Exhale, sink into the pose, relax the shoulders, firm that back leg. Step the back foot in, open the heart, inhale, exhale, halfway. Choose your arms, left hip draws back, reach long. Exhale, fold over that standing leg. You're going to feel So open in these legs after this practice. The earth of our body, the roots of our temple. Inhale, look up, standing splits, bend your front leg, fingertips to the earth, look up and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left hand behind the shin, maybe the right hand, or maybe a handstand press up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, high lunge with control. Beautiful. Inhale here, this time, vinyasa or child's pose. High plank to low plank, cobra or up dog. And let's all meet in a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are wide, sit on your heels and wiggle your belly between the legs, forehead to the earth. Maybe the arms are resting alongside the body or palm on top of your low back. Some good strong flow. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders, fingertips facing each other. Tarantula arms, hug your shoulder blades toward each other, and then roll all the way up to a seated. How are we doing, everyone? Hug your low belly in, lift your heart. Bring your fingertips onto the earth, tuck your toes, and we'll come into samurai seat. So sitting on your heels. Hold your elbows above the head and bring your chin to your chest. So again, hug the low belly in to take any arch out of the low back. Up, inhale. Really good for awakening the roots of our feet and toes. So if you're feeling some sensation in your feet here, know that you're not alone. Shift the weight forward onto the hands, tops of the feet on the ground, and take a moment to enjoy that flush of prana and energy to your feet. Close your eyes and enjoy 3 nourishing breaths here. I love me a good sigh. Beautiful. Shift the weight forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and take a forward fold. Uttanasana. Soften in your knees, and then come up with a flat back or a rounded back, all the way to standing. Take your feet hips distance. Lift and spread your right toes. Lift the right heel, draw it back, and shift all the weight onto your right foot. Hand to the hips to make sure they're balanced. And what would a earthing, connected practice be without tree pose, Vrikshasana? Option 1, foot to the earth. Option 2, below the knee into the inner shin. Option 3, upper thigh. Or we've done a lot of beautiful hip openers at the beginning of today's practice, so you might be able to take a half lotus here. Keep the toes spread. Make sure the hips are level. Lift the heart, root down through the 4 corners of your feet, and then maybe you can grow branches towards the sky and let them sway in the wind. Open your arms wide for extra support, and wherever your foot is, take the ankle above the knee in a figure 4 pose. Sit deeply into your chair, hands to the heart, activate the 4 corners, activate the feet to protect the knee. Sit deep into your squat, beautiful hip opener here, standing balancing hip opener. Hug the belly in. Maybe your hands come to the earth here, or maybe you're just staying with your hands in prayer. We're going to add one more pose here, one of my favorites. Look mom, no hands, levitation pose. So look up, slowly lower onto the heel. Keep that foot activated, lengthen the spine. Maybe the right hand is coming to the heart. Maybe the left hand is coming to the heart. That's a look mom, no hands. Whoa. And exhale, release. Everyone activate your foot, lift your hands into prayer, come all the way up, and gently release, shaking out the right leg. Woo! Come on to the top of the right foot, roll over that right foot, just feeling those roots, those supports, that connection. Can you feel a difference side to side? It's one of the things I love so much about a daily yoga practice is that you can actually feel the effects of the practice immediately. Second side. So we know what's coming next. We've got the tree pose, and then we've got the figure 4 pose, and then if we're feeling adventurous, the look mom no hands levitation pose. So lift and spread left toes. Lift left heel, draw it back, hands to the hips to make sure they're level, and take your variation. Take your Vrikshasana, tree pose. The more you push your foot into the leg or to the earth, the more the knee can open up behind you. Lift the heart. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. And just as a play, see if you can close your eyes here. See how stable and rooted you are. Hug the belly in. Woo. Always fun to play around. Figure 4 pose. Release your hands and gently bring your foot across on top of the knee. Spread the toes so the heel is coming to the edge of the thigh. Hands into prayer. Inhale. And exhale. Sink your hips back and fold. Option to take your hands to the earth here. Lift and spread your toes. The wider base you have here, the easier this is going to be. Are we feeling this in the hips or what? I love this pose. So if you're feeling that adventure today, gently lower onto your heels. So your heel is lifted, pushing into the ball of the foot. Hands are on either side of you to support you. Lift the heart. Maybe the left hand to the heart. Maybe the right hand to the heart. Maybe look mom, no hands. Woo! And then gently release the hands to the earth. Lift the hips. Hands to prayer. Come all the way up and time to release. Come on to the top of the left foot. Roll it out. Beautiful, everyone. Shake it out. Dance it out. Swish your hips side to side. Woo! Okay, last time with our mudra and our intention. So bring the backs of your hands to touch. Uproot what isn't serving you anymore. Plant the seed of your intention. Get clear on why you're practicing today. Let it grow towards the light, and as you exhale, thumb and index finger release into the unknown. Take your toes wide. Take feet a little bit wider. Look up and gently lower into Malasana squat pose. Now, some of us, the heels are not even close to the ground, so you can bring blocks or books underneath your heels. So that's one option. Option 2 is you can just sit on the block. Take the elbows into the knees, hand to prayer, and chin into chest for 3 full breaths. It's a sighing kind of day. Let it out. What are you releasing with this practice? What are you cleansing and nourishing? If we're going to be planting new seeds for the new cycle, then we have to clear the ground. We have to uproot what isn't serving us. We have to weed. One of my favorite gardening activities. Release the hands. Release the block if you have one. And slowly lower yourself onto the earth, taking your legs in a wide-legged straddle. Flesh away from the sit bones, flesh away from the thigh bones. The toes are hugging in towards the midline. Sit on a block or a cushion if you find that you're rounding in the low back, if you're tilting your pelvis back. We always want to support our spine to be nice and long. So bring your fingertips forward. Open your heart. Always we expand and then we fold. So root into your heels. Find your edge. So maybe the hands are coming forward, chin to chest. Maybe the forearms. Maybe you're stacking your fists to rest your forehead. Maybe you're holding onto your toes. Wherever you are, I invite you to close your eyes and take 5 nourishing breaths. Each exhale takes you a little deeper into the release, into that weeding process, into that letting go. Look up and slowly walk yourself to an upright. Hands behind the back, lean back, come back into that butterfly formation, feet together, knees wide. Then bringing the hands behind the back, lift the hips, and come into one of my top 5 favorite poses of all time. Supta Baddha Konasana, one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Just feel the breath rise and fall in the belly. Connect to the rhythm of your heartbeat. So you are welcome to stay here in this pose as a resting pose. We'll come up into 2 rounds of back bend. If you'd like to join us for the back bend, you're welcome. And of course, you're always welcome to come back into this resting pose. So really connect in with your own individual energy levels and honor where you're at. If you're coming into the bridge pose, bring your hands outside of your thighs, hug your knees to the sky, bring your feet in hips distance, fingertips touching the heels. And as you root down through the feet, lift your hips all the way up. Curl your shoulder blades underneath one at a time. Hug your knees toward each other. Maybe your shoulder blades can come a little bit deeper onto your back. Come high onto the balls of your toes. Press your hips up. Hug your knees in. And keeping your upper body exactly where it is, just lower the heels towards the earth. The gaze is towards the belly. Inhale, press the hips up. And exhale, gently lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming back into our resting pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, this reclined bound angle, reclined butterfly pose. If that's enough for you, please stay here and enjoy the support, grounding, and nourishment of this beautiful pose. Otherwise, you're welcome to come into a bridge pose like we just did. And otherwise, you're welcome to join me in a full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana. Bring your hands outside the thighs, your knees to sky, and again, measure the distance by tickling your heels. Lift the hips to take the fold out of the low back. If you're coming into the bridge pose, we'll all come up in the same way, pushing through our feet. If you're coming into the wheel, hands by your shoulders. Pushing into the feet, lift the hips all the way up, slide onto the crown of the head. Hug the elbows and knees to the midline, lengthen up, press through the heart. Gaze is between the hands. Maybe you can walk the hands in towards the feet. Keep hugging the knees in toward each other. Beautiful. Hug your shoulder blades toward each other, staying here as long as you like. If you have any variations you're playing with, like lifting one leg up at a time, for example, feel welcome. And when you're ready to release, chin to chest, lower the back of the head, and we'll all meet in that beautiful resting pose. Again, just take inventory of your breath and of your heart, your biorhythms. Hands outside of the knees, hug your knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side. Massaging out any tension in the spine. Moving back onto the back. Release your right leg long on the earth. Your left arm extends alongside the shoulder, preparing a twist. So right hand, left knee. Roll over right side of the body. Maybe the knee comes to the earth, or maybe it comes onto a block. I like to rest my knee on a block. That way I can adjust my upper body to really enjoy the twist. So I lift my upper body, both shoulder blades ground to the earth, and the gaze is to the left fingers. Close your eyes for 3 full breath cycles. The inhale fills the body with fresh, revitalizing energy. And with the exhale, we twist and deepen into the pose. Look up to the sky. Gently roll onto the back. Squeeze that left knee in and then gently release it alongside the mat. Shift your hips side to side. Hug your right knee in, please. Lift your hips. Take out any folds. Right arm alongside the shoulder, left hand to the knee, gently roll over. Oh, I got a bit of a microphone situation here. Roll over, bring your knee onto a block. Lift the rib cage, roll your spine. So both shoulder blades are grounded and the gaze is towards the middle finger of the right hand, closing your eyes for 3 full cycles. With each exhale, maybe we're walking our right fingers a little bit deeper to the right, enjoying a deepening of the twist. Head and gaze back to the sky. Roll onto your back, hug your right knee in, hug your left knee in. Maybe you're rocking side to side. And then gently bring the toes to the sky. The heels, knees, and hips are in line. So if you have a block here, you might like to lift the block underneath your sacrum for a supported shoulder stand. If you're not on your moon, if there's no issues with pressure on your head and your neck, feel welcome to come into a full shoulder stand if that's in your practice. Otherwise, legs up the wall, Viparita Krani is a beautiful inversion. And we'll stay here for 10 full breath cycles. Enjoying this reversal of energy, of flow, nourishing our circulatory system, our nervous system, our glandular system, all the systems. Inversions are a really important class of pose to include in your home practice. We're great for reversing the effects of gravity on the body-mind. And also just helping us to see from a fresh perspective. When you've completed your 10 breaths, if you're on a block, gently lift your hips. Hands can come underneath the butt cheeks as you lower your legs down with control. And we prepare for Shavasana, our final pose of integration. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Take your arms as wide as the mat. Wiggle it out. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill the whole body, mind. And as you exhale, just draining anything left to be purified back into the earth. Just letting go of the practice, letting go of what comes next, and just really fully letting yourself go. Please feel welcome to enjoy this practice of Shavasana for as long as feels good for you. And when you're ready, you can draw a big breath into the belly. Awaken your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms long above the head and come onto your right side. Keeping your eyes soft or closed, your left fingers push into the earth, extending through your left leg and slowly finding your way back into a seated meditation. Sitting up onto a cushion or a block. Thumb and index finger touch, spine long. Beautiful poem from William Blake. To see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. Join your hands together in prayer pose at the heart center. Notice how you're feeling after this practice. Connecting again with our intention, connecting our mudra with our intention for 3 final rounds. Inhale, backs of hands to touch. Seed forms, flower grows, and exhale into infinity. Inhale to uproot, to plant, to grow, to open, to release. Last time. Lovingly draw the hands into prayer and sending out the merits of this practice to benefit all beings, all bodies, the body of the planet, the bodies of our own temple, and of those that we love. May all beings be peaceful and free. Closing with one beautiful Om. Take a nice deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you so much for your beautiful practice and your presence here today. My name is Francie from Pure Flow Yoga, and I feel so honored to be sharing my passion and practice with you here at the Sanctuary, Thailand. Hope to see you in person one day soon. Otherwise, see you next Saturday, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day.